Okay. Okay, we'll continue our program. So here, if you see this program, we have implemented three things. That is decimal to hexadecimal, decimal to hexadecimal, and binary and octal. Decimal to hexadecimal, binary, and octal. Okay, so all these three things we have performed in a single program. So this is the way how we have to write the program. And this type of writing the program is incremental developing program, or step by step. So first we are writing for logic for one function, then we are writing logic for second function, then we are writing logic for third function, then we have combined all three logics into a single program. Okay, so this way of writing the program is incrementally developing a program. Okay, in software engineering, this is one way to developing a program, or one way to develop a software. There are some models are there while developing the software. So this is the one of the way incrementally developing the program. Okay, so we'll go to next program. So if you see this program is nearly some 86 lines are there. Okay, so actually speaking, 86 lines means something like uh, 4 pages in our normal book format. Per page 20 lines means nearly 4 pages. But if we understand this program, it is very easy for us to write this program. Okay, that is the main important thing. Remembering 4 pages is not that much easy, but if you understand this one, it will be very easy for us. So we'll write our next program. What is that program is? Right? Check whether the given number is prime or not. Okay. So whenever they're asking with the help of function, try to implement without using function. If we are able to succeed to write this in terms of without using function, then we can easily convert into function. Otherwise, we'll directly write it with the help of function. That is first hash include. I think all of you are aware what is meant by prime number. What is meant by prime number? First of all, what is meant by prime number? Prime number is nothing but number of factors is maximum to number of factors for a given number. Factors for a given number is maximum to. Then we can call it as a prime number. Let me take a simple example. Suppose 7. What are the factors for 7? 7 factors for 7 is 1 and itself. That is, the count of the factors is 2 only. Okay, count of the factors is 2 only. So we can take another number, 13. How many factors are there for this 13 is again 13 and 1 and 13 only. So again these factors are 2 only. We'll take some example, other example. If we consider 16, how many factors, when we can say, first of all, when we can say one number is a factor is If it is perfectly divisible by that number, then we can say that number is factor. ఏదైనా ఒక నెంబర్ మన గివెన్ నెంబర్ ని పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా డివైడ్ చేస్తే కనుక, పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా డివైడ్ చేయడం అంటే మీనింగ్ ఏంటంటే రిమైండర్ జీరో రావాలమ్మా. ఒకవేళ కనుక రిమైండర్ జీరో వస్తే కనుక వీ కెన్ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్. సో నౌ వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఫర్ 16? 16 కి ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ ఏముంటాయి చెప్పగలరా? సో as we know, 1 is a factor, common factor. 16 mod 2. So if you want, we can verify with the help of this example. 16 mod 2. What is this value? 16 mod 2 is equal to 0. So we can take 2 as a factor. Next one, 16 mod 3. 16 mod 3. What is the 16 mod 3 value? 3 into 5, 15. So remainder is 1. So it is not a factor. So next one, 16 mod 4 is equal to 0. So we can say it is a factor. Next one, 16 mod 5 is equal to 1. So it is not a factor. So similarly, we can check up to 16th value. But here, if we are having, so how many factors are here? More than 2. Whenever we got more than 2, directly straight away we can say that it is not a prime number. Okay. So that means we can verify if number of factors is more than 2, then we can say that it is not a prime number. So this is the logic we are writing it here. Okay, directly I'm using functions. I'm writing the program with the help of functions. So hash include stdio.h void main. Now we write from function definition here. So int prime of int n. So this is, what is this statement? The statement ఏంటమ్మా? Function declaration. This statement is function declaration. Okay, now we'll declare some variables, whatever we require. N comma p, n comma p. I'm declaring some variables here. N comma p. Okay, these two are sufficient here. So first we have to read n value, that is printf. Enter a value, check prime or not. Now we have to read that value by using scanf statement, that is scanf %d comma address of n. Now we know the n value. If we know the n value, we can straight away call the prime function. How to call that function is p is equal to, why we are writing p is equal to here, what is written type here is, written type ఏంటంటే ఇంటిజర్ అమ్మ. అంటే ఈ ఫంక్షన్ మనం కాల్ చేస్తే మనకి రిటర్న్ గా ఏమొస్తుందంటే ఒక ఇంటిజర్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. సో ఆ ఇంటిజర్ వాల్యూని స్టోర్ చేయాలి కాబట్టి ఐఎమ్ స్టోరింగ్ ఇంటూ సమ్ ఇంటిజర్ వేరియబుల్ p. ఒక ఇంటిజర్ వేరియబుల్ p లోకి స్టోర్ చేస్తున్నా. సో దానికోసం ఏం రాస్తున్నాను అంటే p is equal to prime of n. Okay, now I have to display the prime value. So for that one I'm writing printf statement, printf. Okay, otherwise instead of returning it here, what I will do is I will take return type as void. In the function itself we will decide whether it is prime or not. So no need for statement printf here. Okay, so this is the main function. See, if you want return type, just I will write, after completing this program I will write with the help of return type also. Okay, so now I'm writing the function definition, that is void prime of int n. prime of int n. Okay. First, we have to verify whether it is prime or not. We have to find the count value. So for that one, I'm taking one c variable called c. C is equal to 0. And c is equal to 0. Okay. We'll verify for I is equal to 1 నుంచి కదమ్మా మనము ఫ్యాక్టర్ చెక్ చేయాల్సింది. సో దానికోసం ఒక వేరియబుల్ కూడా తీసుకుందాం, I అనే వేరియబుల్. ఫర్ I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Now how to verify whether it is prime or not? How to verify whether it is prime or not? How we can verify whether it is prime or not? Well, by checking a condition. What is the condition we have to verify is if n mod I equal to 0. If n mod I equal to 0, then what we have to do is c is equal to c plus 1. Here itself we will verify if c is greater than 2. If c is greater than 2, then what we can do is printf number not prime, and then break. ఏం చెక్ చేస్తున్నాము అంటే నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ చెక్ చేస్తున్నాం అమ్మా. మనకి ప్రైమ్ రావాలంటే ఎన్ని ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ రావాలి? మాక్సిమం 2 రావాలి. ఒకవేళ కనుక కౌంట్ వాల్యూ గ్రేటర్ దాన్ 2 వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు నేను ఏం చేస్తున్నానంటే నెంబర్ ప్రైమ్ కాదని చెప్పేసి బ్రేక్ చేస్తున్నా. ఓకే, చూడండి, ఇది ఇన్నర్ ఇఫ్ క్లోజ్ అయింది, ఇది అవుటర్ ఇఫ్, ఇది ఫర్ లూప్ క్లోజ్ అయింది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, నాకు ప్రైమ్ అని ఎప్పుడు చెప్తాం చెప్పండి. ఇఫ్ వీ కెన్ వెరిఫై ఇఫ్ మొత్తం బయటకు వచ్చాక సి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 2, కౌంట్ కనుక 2నే అయింది అనుకోమ్మా, దెన్ వాట్ వీ కెన్ డిస్ప్లే ఈజ్ వీ కెన్ డిస్ప్లే ప్రింటెడ్ నెంబర్ ఈజ్ ప్రైమ్. ఓకే, సో చూడండి అమ్మా, విల్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ దిస్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. I will enter 16, number not prime. Okay, I will enter now 13, number is a prime. Okay, okay, suppose if you don't want to place this one here, then what we can do is I will remove this one. Just this is used to count the number of factors. Now we can write else case here. I think it is very easy for us. చూడండి అమ్మా, ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నాం అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఇక్కడ కండిషన్ యూస్ చేసి వీఆర్ ఫైండింగ్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్యాక్టర్స్ కౌంట్. If the count is equal to 2, we are displaying number is prime. Otherwise, we are displaying it is not a prime. So we'll verify whether it is execute or not. So I think there is some break statement is there. Only for break. So number is a prime. Not a pen, number not a pen. Okay, so this is where we have to write the function. Okay, I will stop it here. In next class, we will see remaining all four programs. Okay, so that we will complete our programs explanation. Then we'll go for our normal previous previous papers explanation. Okay, thank you. Any doubts? Are you having any doubts first of all?